there's one thing I don't like, it's YouTube pranksters. I don't even think that pranksters even exist at this point. They are just what I consider a nuisance. People who offer no real value to this planet, and all they want to do is try and get clicks, views, attention, anything under the sun, just so that they can see engagement on things that they post online. They just want clout. They want people to see them, no matter how terrible the action might be, but they like to live under this illusion that they're a prankster when they do something really heinous and evil and fucked up. And it just gets so old, bro. So many people keep doing this time and time again. And that's the reason I'm making this video today. Yes, you read the title. We're talking about another YouTube prankster, if you will. I tell you, all of them are delusional. I think that they understand that they know they're not pranksters, but they use that term because they feel like it softens the blow. They're like, oh, well, if I call myself a prankster, then, you know, people won't look at me as bad. No, people are going to look at you even worse because no one likes pranksters. The idea that, what someone might think a prankster was in the early 2000s versus now is completely different. What we have nowadays are nowhere near close to pranksters. They're just criminals at this point. That's why I call them. They're criminals because they're literally doing heinous acts. So for today's prankster, we're talking about someone who believed that the idea of putting feces, anything under the sun into a bucket and throwing it on someone is somehow a prank. I don't know how we've gotten this far into society where that is somehow even a thought process, but here we are. What I'm going to show you first is this chef making his nuclear waste bomb that he ends up throwing later on, which I'll also show you that as well. So because I don't want to get copyright claimed, I'm just going to dub over the video that you're watching. Pretty much what you're looking at right now is him filming a day in his life of being a YouTube prankster, getting ready to, I guess, prank somebody when in reality is just literally assault. But he's going out and he's getting his resources and then he's mixing it up. And it's, I like, it leaves me speechless just looking at this. The fact that more or less you film yourself filming a crime. That is what you're doing. You're filming yourself doing a crime. And it is just baffling. And as you can see right here, he gives us a POV view of him just throwing random shit into the bucket. Things that he's going to end up throwing on someone else later on. You laughing yet? Was that funny? Did that prank get y'all? Wow. Oh man, it was so fucking funny. I didn't even find anywhere to laugh at because honestly, it's just fucked up. That's really all it is. You're absolutely being a piece of shit. There's nothing more to it. And luckily, he did get arrested. There is a bright side to it, but I don't think that it was severe enough. I genuinely do not think that any of these pranksters who ever get charged ever face any real repercussions. But before I read his charges, let me show you his channel. So the channel in question that you see is called Nike. From what I can tell reading this, it looks like the language might be French. It might be a French prankster. Doesn't change anything. But yeah, you can sit there and see that pretty much all the videos that they have on their channel is them being literal pieces of shit, aka them just filming crimes. See it right here again as well too. Another bucket dumping situation right here. It looks like it seemed like a reoccurring gag, I guess, on their channel that they keep on doing over and over and over. And this is the biggest thing as well too. Even though they have 477 subscribers when this all started to take off on their channel and their video, this just shows you that you get caught one way or another. People will find your shit one way or another. Just because you're some small time channel, yes, I understand that the point is for them to get views and get clicks, but all this will do as well too is bring awareness and hopefully maybe let them get caught, because this to keep on happening is wild. So this is the video I showed you earlier. It has 65,000 views now. It was uploaded back November 28th, 2023, and only now gained traction that everyone was starting to see this. And of course you can see dislikes. Of course nobody likes this shit, but yeah, it's just wild to me. And I know like some people want to sit there and say, oh, well, it's better that if they get no attention, because the whole point is they do want attention. They want clicks. They want engagement. And I get that point, but I also think it's really good when awareness and attention is brought to this as well too, so that maybe I don't think YouTube would ever take his channel down, but This man literally has his own crimes filmed on his YouTube channel over and over and over. And the thing is, this is what I was saying earlier. The repercussions for these douchebags, these pieces of shit, is so low that they keep on doing it over and over and over. The first time he did this, it should have been a wrap. That should have been donezo. But because they know that the penalty for them getting caught or getting in trouble is so low, they don't mind doing it over and over and over. When in reality, that should be jail time. At this point, it should literally be fucking jail time. I don't care what anybody says. Because the thing is, if there's no example to be made out, if there's no real repercussions to be had, then they're going to sit there and see other people who do this and get away with it. And they're going to think, oh, I could do it too. And then you get people like this who are going to keep doing this shit. And then you're going to get new people who are going to see him doing it. Like, oh shit, well, he did it. And he got like a slap on the wrist. What's the worst that can happen to me? And that's the mentality that I fucking hate, because that's all these low bail, fucking low ass charges do. It's the same thing that happened with Mizzy. Motherfucker was just going through people's homes, terrorizing people time and time and time again. And the UK was like, well, hey, don't do it again, buddy. All right. And then he went and did it again because there's no fucking real repercussions. I get my blood boiled on this because this shouldn't be happening. It really shouldn't. But let me read you his charges. So it says right here that he was intercepted by police on January 2nd, where then he finally confessed, and then he was arrested the following day and charged with assault and battery, damage to property using violence, and property damage. Now, for how long he's going to be, for how serious is it going to be, like, is he going to be landed in jail? I don't really think so. But whether or not this really teaches him a lesson, I sincerely doubt it. I think that charges like this, well, to me, it seems like it could be severe. I don't really know how it is in Belgium because this is where it happened. I think that these pranksters, or pranksters, if you will, don't get enough severe charges. I really don't. I literally think shit like that should be jail time because they know what they're doing. This isn't some oopsie whoopsies. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's silly. When you have a literal fucking YouTube channel and you have multiple videos of you doing this time and time and time again, you know what you're doing. You know what you want. And that's to be a literal piece of shit who wants as many clicks as possible. Anyways, I just want to talk about this real quick because I dislike YouTube pranksters. I hate pranksters in general. Well, there might be like one or two okay pranksters. A majority of them, at least in 2023, 2024, are all actual trash. They are nothing but a nuisance who loves to harass people out in public, and that's it. Anyways, you made this far into the video. Consider giving a like, subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment below what you think. Have a great day. Yeah.